Hey, it's Christian, co-owner of Nexus Phone Integration. You probably just talked to me on the phone, and we got you booked, or it was my business partner or somebody else on my team. But either way, um, like I mentioned on the call, we are going to prepare this audit for you before our meeting, whether we're doing a video call or meeting in person. So I want to run through what an example would look like, exactly what kind of information we'll provide to you and give to you, and just a summary of kind of what the call will look like. Starting off with this, I want to start with this because this is like the meat and bones of seeing if we'd be a good fit, seeing where you're currently at online, and probably the part that you'll care about the most. Because it shows for your keywords on this example, this is for a painter, but we'll run it for your specific primary keyword. Um, how you rank online, who your competitors are, and then from there we'll do a deep dive of taking a look at your Google profile, your website if you have one, and some tips and key improvements you could make to improve these rankings. And you could just take what we provide to you and run with it, use that to try and do it yourself, or we could talk about what it would look like to work with us, about results, pricing, guarantees, all that type of stuff. So let's get into it. With this example, you could see I ran this painting company for the keyword painter because it was their primary category on Google and their core service of their business. You could see a lot of red here, 20th plus, and then over here it's a little bit better, 7th and 9th. So what does this actually look like? Like, what does this even mean? When you search up, so this is now from the point of view of kind of what the customer would be seeing, right? And what those red circles mean. I search up painter. I'm over in Schaumburg. So you're going to get 4 results that look like this. The first one right over here, you can see it's sponsored. So basically this business is paying Google to show up here. This is fine. You could do that. The problem with this is as soon as he stops paying Google, he's replaced by another business. However, these 3, they will show up here, and they do show up here without paying Google a single dime. So they have built real authority, local brand awareness in their area. And then from there, the potential customer will look at your rating, your reviews. They'll click on your profile, they'll click on your website, and kind of see if they should give you a call and get an estimate from you, right? Now, obviously, showing up in these top 3 would be very ideal and what we work for to bring our clients to, because these people get thousands of eyeballs on their business a month without paying anything to Google or running ads or any of that stuff. And it's for the long term. So basically, from there, they would, click on your profile and see your work, your photos, your testimonials. So if you just take a look at these 3, 13 reviews, 6 reviews, and 108 reviews, right? So obviously this guy is the big authority by far in this area. And that's what we work for to get your business. By the way, you can click on more businesses and it'll show you a list of other businesses, right? So typically you want to be as high as you can on this first page. That's what this report shows right over here. So basically, if you're red like this, it means you're invisible. And then 7th and 9th means he's on that first page, just towards the bottom. And again, you want to be top 3 because they get the most eyeballs and they get the 40% of the clicks. So for example, this person is the biggest competitor in this area, this person's area. You can see average rank first, top 3, 59% of the time, which is typically a lot lower than what I've seen other competitors or other businesses be top 3 in. So what this shows me is, for this keyword, very competitive, very tough to rank top 3 even for this person. But you could see all these green circles. That's what we would basically be doing for your business or working towards. Now, again, the whole point of this meeting that we have set up is we're going to be running the audit for you specifically. So when we meet, you'll see your the color of your circles, basically. And then I'll do a deeper dive on your Google profile, show you what that would look like, and kind of why it is the way it is, and what we could do to help. So I'll go through a couple more examples. You could see Damien's painting. You could see here he's top 2 and top 3 in the Schaumburg area, which is what I was in. And so this is like the bulk of the report. Now from here, this is the other part of the audit. Now what this shows me is a couple things, right? So basically your business details, if you have a website and it's hosted on a proper website platform, this basically it helps with your SEO, helps with your site speed, all that type of stuff. If you reply to your reviews and if you have a chat widget, now these aren't necessary, right? They're not going to highly impact your rankings. Actually, the biggest thing that impacts your rankings is your Google profile. So of course we manage that. And if you want to find out how we basically manage and what we do with your Google profile to help you improve your rankings, we'll talk about that because that's the biggest aspect of all of this. TechnoStack, basically, if there's any tracking set up on the website, if the Google business profile information is correct and set up. And then another big one is the listing consistency. So your business name, address, and phone number, it has to be consistent across all these big directories. So you can see on Google they're partial match. You can see they have no matches, a couple partial matches, and then a lot of no matches. Now this only shows for out of 31. But what I do for my clients is I push their business name, address, and phone number across 50 to 60 directories, including Apple Maps and Bing Maps, and all these other big ones, Google, Facebook, Yelp. And so essentially what this does is it shows Google that you're consistent, that you're a trusted business in those areas because it sees all these listings and directories has the same business name, the same address, or the same service area that you serve, the same phone number. And so those are signs that you're trustworthy and you're legit. And also it helps with any confusion of potential customers. If your business name is Chris Landscaping and your Facebook name or your Yelp name is Chris Hardscaping and Landscaping Inc. or something, like a big difference like that, there's going to be confusion. Is this the same business as this? It's a little bit confusing for them as well, right? So make it as easy as possible for your potential customers. Make it easy for Google. It'll only help you. So we do this as well for you, improving your listings and consistency. And from there is just the online reputation. So how many reviews you have, how often you have replied to them, which I do recommend replying to all of them. But basically, this is the quick overview of what we are preparing for you at this time. At the time of our meeting, we will show this for you. And again, throughout the meeting, we'll give you tips on like specifically your business and your Google profile, what we would do if we were managing this, what it would look like to work with us, and what we could do for your business. So I will see you whenever our meeting or our call is, and talk to you soon.